Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show. What's going on? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it. Let's just get right into it with the pepper show. Come on over, let's take a look at the peppers. Peppers are looking good. What's not looking so good is the hygrometer. Looks like we got 76.5 degrees Fahrenheit and 35% humidity, which is not great from some research I've done. You know, let me come on over here for a second. Let me show you this. This is a vapor pressure density chart, and we're going to get into this chart with some experts help us explain it. It can be a little confusing about this chart, but come on down. Like I said, we're going to get into this chart in depth, but for now, let's just take the chart at face value and what it is. There's an axis of temperatures along here and an axis of humidities along here, and what this tells us is where we want to be for our plant to get the ultimate best use, to be the most efficient. In the simplest terms, if it's too humid, the leaves get kind of slimy and they start to get mold and stuff like that. And if it's too dry, they can't get any moisture, they can't do their business. So we're right here around 74 degrees. So if we follow that over, we want to be somewhere between 80% humidity and 60% humidity. So we're not even close. Come on back over here, I'll show you what I'm thinking. I put in this humidifier. Now obviously this is no commercial unit, but I would think for this small space that we'd probably get some effect out of it and be able to raise this humidity up. But I think what may be going on is that we've got so much heat going on in here that we're using so much air to get that heat out of here that we're blowing all the humidity out with it. Here's what I think's going on there. Come on over here. This is a hygrometer I got sitting on the workbench right here. Now if you look at that one, it says 67.5 and 37. That's what the ambient temperature in the room here is, and the ambient humidity, and that's probably because we got, you know, HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning going on in here that's drying out that air and keeping it warm so we can all be comfortable in here. And so the air that's going into the tent is already pretty warm and pretty dry, and it's making it real hard to get anything going there. So what I think we need to do is get some denser and definitely cooler air so that we can put more cool in there with less airflow, so maybe get that humidity going. I'm curious what you think, but what I want to do right now is, I don't think I can leave this window open because of security issues, but I think I may have a plan. Come on over here. Right next to the tent here, we've got this closet, and come on in. This closet's an attic, and so I'm thinking that we may be able to get some fresher, cooler, because it feels kind of cooler in here, maybe able to get some fresher, cooler air out of here and pump that into the tent, maybe cut a little hole in the wall, put a little cuff on there and run a hose up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hygrometer and I'm going to set it in here and leave it in here for a little while, and we'll see what temperature we actually have going in this little enclosed space here. See what's going on with that, if we need to go clear out to the outside or if we can just be through here, and if we're actually going to get an improvement from that. So come on back. So we'll let that sit in there, that hygrometer, see what happens with that, see if we can get some fresh air out of that room, maybe pumped into here to get the tent better. I'm going to feed the plants. It's a feed day, so we're going to do the regular feed from late vegetative stage. Feed day tomorrow, and then flush day, the day after that. Let's see, what else? Oh yes! Let's get into this vapor pressure deficit thing. This is an interesting thing, and it can be confusing because there's a lot of information out there that's not real well simplified down to the simplest terms to make it easy to understand. It's a lot of technical jargon stuff, at least from my experience. So we're going to get some experts. We're going to talk about this. We're also going to talk about, there've been a couple of questions about spores and their how well they do in a high phosphorus environment. We're going to talk about that with some experts. We've got a big week. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll get on that hygrometer thing. It's going to be fun. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM447. And if you buy anything while you're there, use the code FAM20. It's going to save you 20%, and it's a lot of fun. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.